The body elements of the Suzuki Grand Vitara are fitted with high quality. Also, there are no significant complaints on the quality of the paintwork and anti-corrosion coating, and if a used copy has a large amount of rust, then this is the first sign that the car was being restored after an accident. Of the shortcomings of the body elements, only thin metal on the hood can be distinguished. Even dents remain from slight contact, and sagging of the rear door. This is due to the impact of the heavy spare wheel that is installed on it. In order to fix the problem, it is necessary to adjust the loops. Suzuki Grand Vitara, as for a Japanese-made car, has a fairly wide range of power units: gasoline 1.6, 106 horsepower, 2.0, 140 horsepower, 2.4, 166 horsepower, 3.2, 233 horsepower, and diesel 1.9, 129 horsepower. Operating experience has shown that all engines are quite reliable, but nevertheless, some characteristic source in them have been identified. So, in particular, a 1.6-liter engine is afraid of overheating, and it also painfully endures oil starvation. A timing chain drive is installed on the motor. As a rule, up to 100–120,000 kilometers this unit does not cause any problems. In order to increase the life of the chain, it is necessary to use high-quality oil. Also try to warm up the engine well in severe frosts. After 200,000 kilometers, the oil consumption increases, and if they like to light up the car, then the oil consumption can be unpleasantly surprising, up to 400 grams per 1,000 kilometer. In order to fix the problem, it is necessary to change the rings and valve stem seals. Of the shortcomings of 2.0 and 2.4-liter engines, a small resource of drive belt rollers, 40–50,000 kilometers, can be noted. Also, on some specimens, the chain stretches quite early and its tensioner fails. A diesel rumble and a metallic ringing during a cold start will serve as a signal that there is a problem. All 4-cylinder engines are not equipped with hydraulic lifters, which is why valve clearances must be adjusted every 40,000 kilometers. All engines are equipped sensitive to fuel quality. When using low-quality fuel, first of all, spark plugs a fuel filter, complete with a gasoline pump, and the catalyst suffer. A car with the most powerful 3.2-liter V6 engine has established itself as the most reliable, but has a very high fuel consumption, 20–22 liters per 100 in the city. The 1.9 diesel engine is a development of the French manufacturer Renault. This engine does not have outstanding characteristics and has a number of disadvantages. In our realities, most often, the owners complain about the small resource of the turbocharger, pump, and DPF filter. Also, the disadvantages include high fuel consumption, 8–10 liter per 100, and high maintenance costs. This model is equipped with two types of gearboxes, a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic. No matter how paradoxical it may sound, but automatic transmission is much more reliable than mechanics. One of the significant drawbacks of the mechanics is the deterioration in the performance of the box, fuzzy inclusion on first, second, and third gears. There can be several reasons for the incorrect operation of the box, failure of the bearings or the gear selection mechanism. Also, the problem manifests itself with partial wear of the clutch. Despite this, the clutch lasts a long time, 100–120,000 kilometers. Automatic transmission, as a rule, does not require intervention, 200–250,000 kilometers, but only if it is properly maintained, oil change every 60,000 kilometers, and operated. The disadvantages of automatic transmission include large delays when shifting gears. The all-wheel drive system is one of the disadvantages of the Suzuki Grand Vitara. There are lock-in central differential and downshift. Among the shortcomings, the noisy operation of the front axle gearbox can be noted. 60–80,000 kilometers starts to boost. If you often storm off-road, it can boost even after 30,000 kilometers. Often, charging the oil helps eliminate the hum. Once every 100–120,000 kilometers, the front gearbox oil seals need to be replaced. A little earlier, at 60–80,000 kilometers, the transfer case oil seals begins to leak. It is better not to delay its replacement, since a decrease in the oil level in the transfer case over time will lead to expensive repair on the unit. The Suzuki Grand Vitara is equipped with a fully independent suspension. Despite this, the car is not benchmark for comfort and handling. If we talk about the reliability of the chassis, then it is quite hardy, even despite the small resource of some elements. Most often, bushings and stabilizer struts require attention. On average, they last about 30,000 kilometers, but they can start to creak even after 10,000 kilometers. If after replacing the bushings there is a knocking sound when driving on an uneven road, then it is necessary to install rubber spacer between the bracket and the bushing or replace the brackets. The front shock absorbers are rather weak on the most specimens serve on more than 80,000 kilometers, and in harsh operating conditions their life is halved. Breaker levers, wheel bearings and ball bearings are able to please owners with a mileage of 120,000 kilometers. The rear wheel bearing is less hardy and lasts only 60–80,000 kilometers. It changes as an assembly with the hub. The remaining elements of the rear suspension last about 100,000 kilometers, but many owners recommend regularly checking the ailment and changing the tires every 15,000 kilometers. The steering does not cause any particular remarks. The only thing that the owners have complaints about the hole in power steering pump. It is worth noting that with the onset of cold weather, the hum intensifies. On some cases, replacing the power steering fluid helps to fix the problem. Also, on cars of the first years of production, they are not famous for the reliability of the tube of the hydraulic booster cooling system. Liquid leaks at the junctions. The front brake pads, on average, take care of 30–40,000 kilometers, the rear ones up to 60,000 kilometers, the discs twice as long. These extraneous squeaks and knocks rarely bother car owners. The main source of squeaks are the front seats, the trunk shelf, and the plastic lining of the racks. Electrical equipment is quite reliable and, even after many years of operation, does not cause any problem. The only thing that can be bother on the stove fan motor, brushes and relays fail. If you are the owner of this car model, please describe the problem that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your review that will help readers of our site when choosing a car.